situation, when she make mistakes, the girl would always feel that, okay, let me go and commit it to the elders. Let me go tell the elders, the parents, or anybody, to the teachers, that yes, it was me. I did that mistake. So she was that honest, right? And that was when she realized that, you know, she is up to something, right? She wanted to do something. She wanted to be, she always had that pellucid idea about what she wanted to become. With all those mistakes, never matter. She got off from those mistakes. She realized that there are certain things that are very important in everybody's life, right? Now that young girl, when she grew up to be a woman with grace, who's now handling so many responsibilities, um, understanding the fact that understanding the fact can I go ahead?
Please go ahead. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes more.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Right. All right. Thank you. Understanding the fact that one has to be ambitious, one has to be passionate and determined in anything and everything that they do, only that will lead to the success. Now, thank you, one and all. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashwin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwini. Please give a
Thank you.
standing ovation. Request the audience. Okay,
Thank you.
thanks a lot. Thank you, Ashwini, for sharing your first speech. Though there was some technical glitches, but yes, wonderful. The first
Yes.
step was really good, and hope to see more and more speeches from you in the upcoming meetings.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so with that, we have come to the conclusion of the first session, that is the prepared speech session is complete. Now we'll be moving on to the next session, which is the more exciting table topic session. So for conducting the table topic session, so we have a special person who will be conducting this session. And this person was a software engineer, now turned to a web developer and an artist. So she's an artist as well as an engineer. So the first thing that comes to her mind when the word monsoon comes to her mind is the hot fritters, the snacks that her mom prepares so that she can enjoy that. Yeah. So without further ado, let me welcome Toastmaster Shannon on screen for conducting the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Shannon.
Thank you, Ashwin. Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters and all the guests present here. I'll be the table topic master for today's meeting. For those of you who don't know what table topics is, it is an impromptu session where a speaker will be given a random topic on the spot, and he'll get 2 minutes to speak based on the time frame. Like the timer will be showing, timer Nelson, Toastmaster Nelson, will be showing the green card on first minute. So you have to speak minimum 1 minute there. And then 1 minute 30 seconds amber card will be shown, that is yellow. And on 2 minutes red card will be shown. So yeah, the speaker needs to speak for minimum 1 minute. Yeah, that's all. So we'll start with the table topic session. Do we have any volunteers here? Anybody wants to volunteer for the speech? If not, I'll start with the spin. Hello? Okay. Vandana, I am not able to share the screen here.
Okay, I've spotlighted you.
Host
I'll just
has
cancel
disabled.
spotlight. Yeah.
So
Can you
host
try
has
again?
disabled.
Okay, wait 1 second.
Host is disabled.
Okay, can you try?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Yes. Is it visible? Okay. So we have some names. So first name is Manoj Madhavan. So Manoj, are you there?
Yes, Shannon.
Yeah. So your topic is 1 minute. I'll share. Yeah. Create your own rainbow every day. So your time starts now.
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah.
So the topic is create your own rainbow every day. So when I hear about rainbow, it's a rare thing which we see occasionally during the rain. Maybe after the rain, when heavy rains are like over, uh, we see the rainbow. In our childhood, especially in Kerala, we used to see this once in a while. Uh, After the heavy rain, and the friends will actually call on others to say, yeah, there is a rainbow, you wanted to see this, right? So that is a one part of it. uh, so that is one part of it where really the realistic rainbow in a day-to-day life. What is a rainbow really means? It really means the different colors basically in everybody's life. What is the
1 minute.
different colors? So it is like we will be happy, we could be sad, we will be enthusiastic about doing something. So that is what is the rainbow I will consider in a day-to-day life. So when we are starting a day, we generally think about it, what is in it for today. So there may be certain things we need to complete. For example, office, there may be critical meetings you need to
Yellow card.
respond back, or maybe uh, what is it?
Yellow card. 1 minute 30 seconds. So
Okay.
time.
So the overall thing is that the rainbow is from our happiness to really the daily course what we uh, do regularly to really be sad or maybe supporting others. That's what I will consider as a day-to-day rainbow in the life. Thank you. What you, Shannon?
Thank you, Manoj. Yeah, so that was really nice of you to say those words. Okay, so I'll move on and select. Yeah. So okay, it is Ramesh. Ramesh, you're there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah. So I'll give you a topic now. So your topic is dancing in the rain.
Hope I'm audible and visible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes.
So you can start now.
Dancing in the rain. How many of you have tried such a beautiful thing during the monsoon season? Well, I can shamefully say that I haven't. But what can we say? I've lived in a land which is full of deserts, Saudi Arabia. There, the rain was frugal. But here, when I came, the first chance I had to dance in the rain, I ran towards the pavilion, hiding myself so that I do not get wet. But later, I saw a beautiful peacock dancing in the rain majestically, and it allured to me that, yes, it is a thing of beauty, not the rain, the peacock. But the next day, the rain continued to pour, and this was in the hometown of Coimbatore. I ran towards the rain. This time, I was not shy. And when I did that, I had some music put on, earphones, and I danced in the rain like no one was watching. And when you realize, when people looked at me, they thought I had a nut fell somewhere down. But when I realized that letting it all go in the rain with music, that was the best thing to do. I let it all go. And from that day onwards, was not my enemy, but my friend. Over to you, table topic master.
Shannon, you're on mute.
Yeah, thank you, Ramesh. It was really pleasing to hear your story. So I'll move on with another. Okay. Okay, so it is Meghna. Meghna, you're there? Meghna?
Yes, yes, I'm there. Am
Yeah,
I
okay. Yeah, I'll,
audible?
1 minute. Sorry for this glitch, 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, so your topic is food you crave the most when it rains.
Okay.
Meghna?
Got it.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. I'm there.
Yeah, so you can
Actually,
start.
I love food. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Shall I start? Hello.
Yeah, you can start, Meghna.
I'm actually a foodie and belonging to north part. I love food, especially if it's spicy. And even in rain, I would like to have a tea and with those pakoras. So my mom specially cooked that pakoras for me and tea, and it's really good to see rain and enjoying that food. So whenever there is rain, I would like to have that food. And anyhow, even if it's not raining, I always start planning that what I'll be having for dinner, what I'll be having for lunch, what I'll be having for breakfast. Though it doesn't look like I'm fat, but still I just love food. And to relieve my stress, I feel cooking the food is the best way to release my stress. So whenever I'm in a stress, I just start cooking, and I cook really well whenever I'm in a stress. So that's the only way I release my stress as well as the enjoy my food. So if it will be rain, I would be enjoying tea with that pakoras. Over to you, topic master.
Yeah, that was really nice. I could totally relate to you, Meghna. Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you are.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I could totally relate to what Meghna said. When I was in Bangalore, I used to miss my mom made pakoras and all that. So now I'm in my home and I often enjoy eating all the snacks that she makes. Okay, so moving on. The next name is, Okay, so we have Janet. Janet is, I guess, grammarian. Janet,
Yes, I'm here.
do you want to speak?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you a topic. Okay. A monsoon memory that you will cherish forever.
Thank you, table topic master. I love the monsoons. I remember this song of Amitabh Bachchan, which goes like this. Rim jim gire sawan, sulaj sulaj jaye man, भीगे आज इस मौसम में लगी कैसी ये अगन, रिम झिम गिरे सावन. So, monsoon, it's a season of romance, of beauty, of all things that's really life-giving. Water is a life-giving force. So when the rains come, the fields become green, the trees are blossoming with flowers, and there are fruits, and the birds are out with their best, their feathers in full show. So the monsoon brings so much of enthusiasm, so much of beautiful memories, and it's really an exciting season. And as a kid, I still remember wherever there were puddles, I used to float paper boats on them and just see how far they would go. And sometimes we just ran out into the rain, got wet till our bones could get, soaked in the water. And I remember my grandmother chasing me with a stick, saying, get back in, or you'll fall sick. So just to avoid her, me and my sister, we used to immediately climb the tree so that she could no longer chase us. She would be drenched as much as we were as well. And finally, we would, after having a lot of fun in the rain, we would finally get inside and get a little bit of wax as well. So these are my lovely memories of the monsoons. I remember going to Ooty, and you have this hazy look whenever it rains. There's a lot of snow, there's a lot of fog. So you cannot see what is there in front of you, and you feel that you're in the clouds. So these are my lovely memories of the monsoons. Over to you.
Yeah, Janet. So that was really nice listening to your stories, and I could go back to my childhood days where we would play with those boats and all that, and also your Bollywood music. So next I'll call upon Varun. So his name was called earlier. So Varun, you're there?
Toastmaster Shannon, just a quick time check so we can have one more table topic.
Yeah, last one. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll call Varun. Varun is there?
Okay, I think you can call someone else. I think he's logged off.
Okay. Okay, then I think it's Ruchika. Only one person.
Ruchik.
Okay, sorry, Ruchik, yeah. Ruchik, you're there?
Also logged off.
Ruchik?
No.
Not there. Not there. So anyone else wants to speak, or we'll just wind it up?
Ramesh?
I can take it up.
Okay.
Come to Deepa.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it the topic. So, school days and monsoons.
School days and monsoons. The first thing that comes to my mind
is my primary school days, when we used to just make a huge fuss when the rains came. And especially if we were in the playground playing, we would just run and scatter around everywhere and scream and play in the puddles, even try and mess people's uniforms and somehow get into the classroom. And for half an hour, there was going to be in chaos in the classroom, and the teachers had a tough time consoling us, pacifying us. That's my memory of monsoons and in my school days. And one of the best memories was going we were in the games period, as it was called. We were playing in the mud and the slush, and there was sudden heavy downpour, and then we just started running. I don't know why it's stuck in my brain, but that's one of the vivid memories that I have. And I do remember that there was a beautiful rainbow that evening. I think that was one of the reasons why it remains so dear to me. And monsoons in school days was also more colorful because our teachers were very creative back then. They used to, instead of carry on with the usual lessons, sometimes they would give us some storytelling. There was storytelling, and imagine storytelling and rains, what a good way to go. So those are some of those brilliant memories that our teachers created, and my fellow classmates did too. Thank you. Over to the PTM.
Yeah, thank you, Deepa. That was wonderful. Okay, so here we'll finish our table topic session. It was everyone had spoken really well, and yeah, so I'll finish it off here. Over to you, TMOD Ashwin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shannon, and that was a wonderful session. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. So, quick time check. We have another 15 minutes and we have one more session to go. So this is one of the important sessions that we have now coming. So that's the evaluation session, which it's said that the feedback is the breakfast of the champions. So it's how, when we get the feedback, we try to improve ourselves based on the feedback that we receive, and we try to improve upon ourselves. We will be better the next day compared to the previous, right? So for that, let me welcome on stage the general evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Hemant. Over to you, Toastmaster Hemant.
Thank you, TMOD. Thanks, Mr. Ashwin, for getting me here. And as you said, feedback is breakfast for champions. Right now, it's going to be high tea. Let's enjoy the high tea. Okay, and it's also said that in terms of feedback, a sandwich method is a very good method. That's how we do it in Toastmasters. While focus there is on the content of evaluation, today I would want to use the same sandwich method in a different manner. While the tag team is a team which runs through the session, I would first have the tag team report and then take it up with the specific speech evaluation, and then come back with what runs throughout the event with my closing comments. If that's okay, could I request the timer to present his report, please?
Yeah. So good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. My report is all of them qualified as per the timing. Speaker Mayur, 6 minutes 30 seconds qualified, and second speaker Bindu, 5 minutes. Ashwini, 5 minutes 30 seconds. Coming to the table topic session, Manoj, TM Manoj, 2 minutes 10 seconds, and TM Ramesh, 1 minute 30 seconds, and Meghana, 1 minute, and TM Janet, 2 minutes 10 seconds, and TM Deepa, 1 minute 45 seconds. All of them qualified. Thank you very much. Over to TM.
Thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Nelson, for your report. Could I now call upon the R counter Toastmaster Deepa, please.
Yes, general evaluator. So I started with a so, as you can see. So plenty of you did the same thing as well. Ashwin, I saw that your biggest challenge is ours. You tend to connect words with a little too much. So it exceeded 15 counts, and there were few usages of like and the, but that was not much of a concern. Mayur, I found that there were two pauses in your speech, which hampered the smooth flow of your speech, and there was a repeated word you said when, instead of just when, and continued with your speech. Vandana, again, your challenge is R's. You had 3 R's. Bidu, wonderful, clear, chit, nothing at all. Ashwini, R's around 5 times. You know and right are your crutch words. You love them. So I found that you used it 3 and 3 where it was not really necessary. And a couple of not so important things that you used were and, she, and 1 pause. Shannon, you had 2 R's and 2 so's. Manoj, you started with a pretty clear chit when you were evaluating, and then when you were given the table topics, you favored so, and was used twice, and you had so twice. Janet, I found 1, you know. The rest of you didn't have much of crutch words or filler words, so big round of applause to everyone. Over to the
Thank you to Toastmaster Deepa for your report. Could I now call upon the grammarian Toastmaster Janet?
Thank you, General Evaluator Hemant. Translucently clear, pellucid was used 5 times today. Thank you, Toastmasters Ashwin, Hemant, Bidu, Ashwini, and of course, the grammarian. Now for the good usages of the words and sentences. Smears, deflected, hysteric, epitome, El Nino and La Nina, amaze, panoramic view, melancholic, apprehensive, overwhelmed, majestically, allured, snatch the wind from the jaws of defeat, power of one, love-hate relationship, finding a needle in a haystack. Knowledge of the past is the key of the future. Say yes to opportunities without worrying about the results. Dance like no one was watching. Now for what could have been better? Put an alert could have been sound an alert. Prayed the God could have been prayed to God. Roadside tea could have been tea by the roadside. Interested things could have been interesting things. Enreaching could have been enriching. At all points of time could have been at all times. So now, friends, you know how important grammar is when you speak. To close with this sentence, the past, the present, and the future walked into a bar. It was tense. By Lex Martin, I hand you over to the General Evaluator, TM Hemant.
Thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Janet, for that wonderful lucid view of the grammar usage. Thank you. Thanks for that. Could I now call upon the speech evaluators of the day for their evaluation of the specific speeches? To start with, Toastmaster Joseph. Am I right? Yeah, Toastmaster Joseph to evaluate Toastmaster Mayur.
Am I audible to you? Okay. The title of the subject, Don't Plan Your Vacation. The person, Toastmaster, has really exhibited his body language and a smile on his face, and he started with very enthusiasm, and it is really great. But there is one thing which I differ is the title of the subject. It has what is known as the idea behind what is the concept and how best it has to be used. So it is conflicting loyalties. If a person wants to plan a vacation, he cannot just go ahead if he is going with the family. So that will take him to a risk in so many ways. For example, now you go with the family and you don't get the booking of the hotel, and you don't get the flight tickets, you don't book the tickets, you do everything in a haphazard way, and you end up with a lot of trouble. Possibilities are there. It may, for the bachelors or something, they can do whatever they like, or they can handle the situation, but not the family. So one has to be always be careful in planning the vacation, which is the prime necessity that arises when family is concerned, the children are concerned. What will happen if the hotel is not booked for you, where you will stay, and it's a rainy day? So it is very difficult. You cannot hunt for, go to pillar to post for everything. So that's one thing. And the second thing is our speaker did not use what transport he used during his planning of vacation. And he did not even indicate, later on we come to know that he is with the family. So, however, to come to the short, the subject has to be thought over, in my opinion, in a different way. The rest of the thing, the language used is very good, no problem at all, and everything went on very well. I appreciate that one, giving him a good applause for Mayur, Toastmaster Mayur. Over to you, Toastmaster Hemant.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Joseph, for your thoughts on that. I would come back again on all of the speeches. Could I now request the evaluator for the second speech, Toastmaster Vandana, to present her evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator Hemant. My life, my story. So when I heard the title, I was like, what is Biddu going to say? I hope you're listening, dear Biddu. I thoroughly enjoyed your speech. And when you said my life, my story, I thought maybe you're going to talk about how rebellious you are and all that. But the story indeed was very personal and kept us engaged. I'd like to talk about some great things about your way of approaching a speech, your way of delivering. First is the script. I think you started quite well. And about how you used your vocabulary is good, like how you use the word melancholy to talk about like how a child of a parent who has to get transferred to different places, about friendships, saying goodbyes. So that was something that I could like understand, like because we've all been there where we've had to say goodbyes to our homes and moved places. About friendship, then about your brother, I like that how you introduced him later, but maybe I would have loved to hear one more story about how you used to fight, or something like that. What I really love is your humor. Like your script is very intelligent, like what to put in your speech. So there are certain things that you could work on, but I'd like to applaud for when Deepak spoke about you not having any hours. Like we have been giving so many speeches and we are still struggling. So it's really great. But if I were to suggest some improvements, I would say your eye contact. There were times where you really were looking at us directly, but there were times where you were looking in a different direction. So maybe you are referring to like a script where you're trying to kind of aid yourself, but then make sure that you look and quickly look back to the screen. and where the camera is. So one thing that is tricky about speaking online is we don't know, like we probably look at ourselves, but like if we can focus directly at the camera, then we really connect to the audience. You did not keep your hands free, so we could not see gestures, but being a first attempt, I think still it was great, because you have a great posture, you are well dressed, you're very presentable, you have a good voice. I would say that you could probably work on certain voice modulation. Even when it comes to pauses, you said my goal is to. So if you can say my goal is to, and then pause, like you are pausing, but where do you place the pause? Can, especially when you're combining humor, after you say a joke, and if you pause at the right moment, you can really get people to kind of like react and like sink in the joke and then continue. I loved how you used about talking about joining as a guest. It's a story that we all relate to, about how you join Speech Viewers. And about Srinu Babu, I mean, everyone in this club has a great relationship. So when you bring a name like that in your script, like we're all smiling, I could see. I would say that if you wanted to challenge yourself, this is an icebreaker speech. This is a great opportunity to give the speech in different clubs. So if you'd like to go out of India and give the speech, or maybe another club in a different state with a completely different style of approaching meetings, if you can try this just to challenge yourself. I would say if you can try and add a more punchful ending, that kind of really like it's just like dessert after a lovely speech, and then we can just sit back and like, oh, okay, this is how. So right now it's not very clear like how you ended the speech, but overall I think my life, my story, great going, Vidu. Over to you, G. Hemant.
Thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Vandana, for your thoughtful inputs on the speech. Could I now call upon the evaluator for the last speech, Toastmaster Manoj, to present his evaluation of the speech of Toastmaster Ashwini?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Am I audible? Okay, thank you. Well done, Ashwini. So I found it very good. You presented it as a story, tried to put it in a chronological order of what you wanted to present. It was a good perspective. And also it's very impressive to hear that you were very individualistic from the childhood and realize the key values for success at that age itself. It's really happy to know that. It's also exceptional to see that you had taken the ownership on your own mistakes when at the childhood people really try to escape, right? So it's really good. And it's very encouraging the positive values you inculcated in yourself from the childhood, right? On improvement side, if I really look at it, you suddenly brought it to an end, your speech. Basically, I don't know really what, I didn't get a complete feel of what you are doing currently, one part of it, and also what you are looking for. What is your future, basically, what you wanted to get out of it. So these 2 points, if you could have included, this could have been a very good thing. So overall, I will say it was a very good attempt and very good icebreaker, and all the best for your future speeches. Thank you. Over to the General Moderator.
Thank you. Thanks, Toastmaster Manoj, for your inputs. Now, with your permission, I would want to quickly, and also having regard to the time, I would want to quickly run through each of the role takers today. To start with, Toastmaster Vandana, I must confess here, before the meeting started, the way you were interacting with every other participant, every other guest, it was so very good. The energy was very much there, and the connect was so very well established, and I was looking forward to the meeting. And you continued that once the meeting started. One, maybe if I need to add something, you may wanted to have kind of added an activity or something to kind of get together. So in comparison, I somewhere found that pre-meeting and at the meeting, maybe you are also doing multiple things, so the energy I thought dropped a bit. You could have added an activity which could have given it a boost, but nonetheless, that was a wonderful role that you displayed. Thanks for the role that you played. Next, Toastmaster Milind. What do I say? The story that you narrated has been one of the stories that I have used a number of times to speak of power of one. And the interpretation of power of one that you gave was completely different. For me, it was a good learning that I took from whatever that you spoke about, the way you gave it. It was so very visual and everybody could connect to the story. The intensity of the storytelling was wonderful. And also the energy with which you introduced the joke master, and also the way you introduced the TMOD was so very wonderful. I would say, as per se, there's nothing that I would want you to add. Maybe a bit more watch on the time could help, perhaps. Then next, coming to the joke master, Toastmaster Husna. Wonderful way that you started off with a question and effectively you brought about the best and the worst of, no, sorry, that's about, pardon me for this. I think yeah. The way you could connect the smooth flow of your storytelling and bringing out the challenges that we are facing currently, and to convert that into a comic situation and to bring out that humor was so very good. That was very well appreciated. Thanks for making us smile. Thank you for adding that smile to our to the meeting. Getting to Toastmaster Ashwin. You connected to the theme of the meeting, the monsoon, very well. And the way you started asking questions and getting a feedback was good. If I may add, in terms of introducing the speeches and the evaluator, you could first bring in the evaluator so that the evaluator introduces the object of the speech and then give an introduction to the speaker, so the flow could be good. And also your transition from one topic to the other topic could have been a little more smoother. A little bit of practice would help you do that. But nonetheless, the connect that you established with each of the members and the way you held the entire meeting was very good. That's a wonderful performance on your part. Getting to timer. Yeah, given the challenges, the way you managed with the timing was good. And thanks to Toastmaster Vandana for clarifying on whether it was 4 to 6 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes. I originally thought all the speeches were going to be 4 to 6 minutes. Thanks for clarifying on that. One thing which I may suggest is, while you displayed the green, yellow, red, when you also read or when you spoke that, it occurred as a disturbance. The flow of the speaker was hampered. Maybe you could have tried putting it out on the chat box or another method perhaps, but that was that kind of brought an interruption to the meeting. That apart, you managed the meeting well, and you stated that who qualified and who did not. In fact, all of them had qualified. That was good. Good to note. And about Toastmaster Deepa as an R counter, wonderful, flawless. the way you identified, and more importantly, I like the way you picked up specific words which each of the speakers were using and where they could work on. Identifying such specific words help a lot. It makes us conscious that, okay, I need to work on this aspect, and it does help. In terms of improvement, if you may want to, you could try using an Excel sheet or a statement that you may want to have and display it, share it on the screen so that everybody can have a look at it. And once we see that, it stays for a longer time. That's something that you may want to try. And grammarian Janet, it was so lucid, and also identifying the good uses and the areas which required improvement was so very good. I really appreciated the way you came out with your report. Thanks for doing being the grammarian and enlightening us on the aspects of grammar. Thank you. And to quickly get to each of the speeches, the first speech, don't plan your vacation. About the evaluator, Toastmaster Joseph, completely agree with you. Your evaluation of the speech, I did in a way felt that lack of connect with the topic and the speech, which you correctly highlighted, and I also acknowledge the way you highlighted the speech that was kind of transitioned chronologically, or the way it moved. It actually took us through the different places that we visited, from the Coorg to Bandipur to Ooty. It was very good, and I must commend Toastmaster Mayur on delivering this speech. If I may add something, it could be that since this was a research oriented, maybe certain facts about the place, certain research material, and where did you derive those information, if that was shared, it could have helped. It could have added value. And about the two icebreaker speeches, first to start with T.M. Bidu. Wonderful. The way you opened, the confidence in your voice was so very, it kind of, it traveled across territories. It traveled across platform. I could feel that. Your voice was so very soothing. It gave a kind of a calming experience to the person who was listening to it. One suggestion, if I may want to give, which rightly was identified by Toastmaster Vandana, was you may want to experiment a bit with voice modulation. And to help you on voice modulation and also with your gestures, you may want to try standing up while you deliver. This is something which I have seen with Toastmaster Milind. He does this pretty well, and the modulation and the gestures come out very naturally. You may want to try that, but that's only as a challenge that you want to take. I have nothing to identify that this was a drawback as such. For our opening speech, for an icebreaker speech, this was wonderful. The objective was to let others know of what you are, what's your story, which got through, and that's the testimony of how well your speech was scripted and delivered. Getting to Toastmaster Ashwini, your voice was so very natural. There were a lot of instances of technical glitch, but you didn't seem perturbed with that. The way you narrated your story, as if narrating a separate story and introducing the character to that story, was so very good, and it came out very well. As an improvement, as something to challenge, you may want to try and add a couple of instances, couple of experiences in your life which were kind of landmark which you may want to dwell upon. While you broadly spoke about instances, you may want to specifically state that since you are telling a story within a story would have sold better. That apart, the way you narrated, everybody were glued. I could see that. Everybody were kind of wanting to know how the story was progressing. And Toastmaster Manoj, I must acknowledge that, yes, I don't know whether it was because of the technical glitch there. The conclusion of the story, I could not get it. Maybe the voice got muted. I missed that part of the story, but nonetheless, it was wonderful knowing about you, and you brought it out exceptionally well. The last but not the least, the most entertaining part, Toastmaster Shannon with the table topics. It was good to see all the topics were chosen around the theme, which was so very good. And your use of Wheel of Fortune was good to identify the speaker. One suggestion that I may want to give is you may want to display the topic. While you're displaying the topic, you may want to avoid displaying all the other topics as well. I think it came out on one side. You could have used it as a slideshow. I'm sure this is because of some on the technical side of it. You could overcome that. All in all, there was great takeaways from each part, each evaluator, each story that you told, and each role taker that was done. I must acknowledge the role taken by each of the speakers. Thank you. Thanks for having me here and offering my comments. And as I said, it's my perspective, my way of looking at how the meeting went. With that, I will hand it over back to Tia Modi.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Hemant, for that elaborate evaluations. So it was really good. So I request all of you who have not voted till now. So the links, the voting links are in the chat box. Please take a minute.
Ashwin, I just want to interrupt. I, by mistake, didn't include Shannon in the voting, so I just included her right now. So I request all of you to recast your votes so that I'll just send the link now. Is that fine?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Deepa, I think that's okay.
You shared that link already?
Deepa, you're on mute.
I'm in the process of sending the link.
Okay, sure. So in the meanwhile, so just probably one last concluding thought from my side on the monsoons while the voting links are being shared. So Pranab Mukherjee, who was the finance minister decades ago, he once said that Monsoon is the greatest finance minister of India. So why did he say that? It's probably because, I mean, more than 50%, I guess up to 70% of the India's agriculture depends on the monsoon. So if it is too little monsoon, we face a drought situation. If it is a too much of monsoon in a too short duration, it's kind of floods everywhere. And it's important that we get the right amount of monsoons every year. So any variations can cause havoc on either sides, and it has a very big impact on the finance of the country. So even sometimes people in the early days, people used to hoard based on how the monsoon would turn out to be based on the forecast. So that's the kind of importance that monsoon has on our lives. So with that closing thought, I would like to now hand over back to our president, Toastmaster Milind, for his concluding remarks while all of you guys vote. Over to you, Toastmaster Milind.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Ashwin. It was really enjoying meeting. The way we enjoyed the meeting, it was really good. and what we look forward for similar enjoyable and much more beautiful meetings going forward. And what we are planning in addition to this normal meetings, we are going to have additional events every month, like Monsoon Dhamaka in coming month, Independence Day celebration. We have festival session, Ganesh Puja. So every time we'll have some unique topics, maybe panel discussions, some competitions, and for which not only I request the existing Toastmasters, including our guests who are joined today, all the way from Ahmedabad and from District 98, to join us, and we can take this journey in the term, this online journey, much more productive and interesting. So Deepa, is the results out?
Yes, it's out.
Yeah. Let's announce the results. Go ahead.
So I'll start the voting results with the best tag role player, and the winner is Grammarian Janet. A big round of applause. The next one is the best table topic speaker, and it is none other than Toastmaster Ramesh from Saudi Arabia. The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Vandana. The best speaker goes to our icebreaker debutant, Toastmaster Bidu. And finally, the best role taker goes to Toastmaster Hemant as the general evaluator. That brings me to the end of the results. Over to the president.
Okay, can we, all the role takers, open your videos, we'll take a photograph. So Mayur, can we just have a nice snapshot of all the role takers as well as the audience participants?
Yeah, could everyone please turn on their cameras?
Yeah, let's have this.
Ramesh, Nelson.
Yeah, Joseph sir, Manoj.
Joseph sir.
Yeah, Joseph sir is there. Nelson and Ramesh and others, they have logged off or something? Or they are, Ramesh is there, good. Okay. Great. So with this, I'm calling our meeting number 568 to close out. Meeting is concluded. If you want, you can continue. Chat.